Hello again, everyone. This video will be a few albums I've picked up this summer. Just a small selection of a larger group that I've picked up recently. And the first album is Henry Mancini, his orchestra and chorus, Big Screen, Little Screen. This was released around 1972, and it is an excellent album. Kind of a big band jazz album. Great songs on here. Theme from Shaft, theme and the Ironside theme. So there's TV shows and movie themes on here. It's an excellent album. Hugo Montenegro, Good Vibrations, and Hugo Montenegro covers Beach Boys' Good Vibrations, which is the feature for me that attracted me to it, plus Classical Gas, Happy Together, some 60s hits. Nino, Tempo, April Stevens sing the great songs. They're performing standards here, and it's a follow-up LP to their Deep Purple LP, I think. This is a stereo album. And Nino, Tempo, and April Stevens were actually brother and sister, for those of you that don't know. Pam Garner. Pam Garner was a singer who put out an album or two for Columbia in the late 50s, early 60s. Jazz, influenced singer, kind of the cool jazz sound of the late 50s. And I've played this album, it's excellent. She just kind of disappeared off the face of the earth. It was produced under the direction of Johnny Williams. Now Johnny Williams became John Williams, and John Williams did I guess still continues to do all those soundtrack albums. Michel Legrand, piano, I Love Paris. This album was originally recorded in the 1950s. I think it's kind of a jazz trio album. Michel Legrand also went on to write soundtracks, movie themes, things like that. Nellie Lutcher, Delightfully Yours. Nellie Lutcher, this is on Sunset, which is a budget line label for United Artists and Liberty, I think. Around the World in Percussion. This is a percussion LP from around 1960. Romantic Sounds from Romantic Places. And this features, and you see here, Irv Kotler. And Irv Kotler was one of the leading studio drummers in Los Angeles, 1950s, 1960s, and he came out of the big band era. I don't remember specifically which bands he played in, but he was around for years and years. Miserlou is on this one. Canadian group Chilliwack, All Over You. This album is from around 1972, and the song on here I really like is Groundhog. Toulouse, Export. Toulouse were a female vocal trio from, I think, Montreal, and this album was recorded at least partly recorded in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. It's kind of a dance album, a little bit disco. The hit on this album was It Always Happens This Way, which is a really excellent song. Love, Forever Changes, arguably one of the best albums made in the 60s. Arthur Lee and Love. It's a vinyl copy. There's the band in the back. This one caught my eye because of the cover. It's called England 69. It's a British import. Not only did it catch my eye because of the cover, but it has Fire by Arthur Brown. Good selection of material here. Cream, White Room. And there's even a Jimi Hendrix track, All Along the Watchtower. The Beach Boys, Surfin' Safari. This copy is from New Zealand. It's an original mono copy. I believe this was their first LP. I have most of their LPs, but I didn't have this one. The Five Faces of Manfred Mann. This featuring Doo Wah Diddy. This is on the Canadian Capital 6000 series, and if we flip it over, see it was recording first published in 1964. In America, they would have had a different LP. In Britain, I think they had in Britain, The Five Faces of Manfred Mann might have been the title of their first album, but this is the Canadian version. Buddy Holly, British import on Coral, with instrumental accompaniment. This one has a really nice cover. It's the Fleetwood's Mr. Blue. Mr. Blue's a great song. It also has Come Softly to Me, which I think was one of their hits. And last but not least, for Halloween, we have Bobby Boris Pickett and the Crypt Kickers, The Monster Mash. This LP is not the original from the 1960s. It was reissued in the 1970s. I think 1973 it says here. It says that it was previously released as Garpax. So I think it's an actual re-release of their 60s album. Thank you for watching.